Hi, boys and girls. This is maps, pages 6 through 7. Once you are done with this assignment, make sure that you turn it in through Kami, and that it was turned in the Google Classroom. Usually Kami, if you turn in through Kami, it will also turn in the Google Classroom. But this is just for your reference. So if you don't finish it in school, you can listen to this and go over it. So we have a map here, and the directions are to study the map and answer the questions. So this is a map of the United States. Hopefully you recognize that. And if you look here where my cursor is moving, this is New York here. And we have Florida down here, and Texas, Washington. We also have what's called an inset, which is the picture of Alaska and Hawaii. And that's because both of those states are not connected right to the United States. Alaska sits way up at the top of Canada, and Hawaii sits way down below. So they always include them on little insets. So your first question that you have is, which state does not share a border with Arizona? So you're going to go up to the map and you need to find Arizona. And then look to see which state does not border. Border means that they touch each other with Arizona. Is it Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, or California? So mark your answer. Number 2, which state is west of Kansas? So there is not a compass rose on here, but typically the top is north, the bottom is south, the left is west, and the right is east. So you want to find Kansas. Kansas is kind of in the middle, and it wants to know which state is west of Kansas. Is it Oklahoma, Iowa, Missouri, or Colorado? Number 3, which state is a peninsula? And you have a little clue written here. A peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded on 3 sides by a body of water. So Illinois, Pennsylvania, Florida, and Utah. You're going to look for those 4 states and see which one of those is a body of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. For example, if we had Oklahoma, that is surrounded by land all around it. So that is not a peninsula. Okay? So which one of those 4 is? Number 4, which state is on the east coast? Again, I will remind you, north is at the top. If you want to write this on your map with Kami, go ahead. South is at the bottom. West is on the left. West and left kind of sound the same. And then the east coast is on the right. So, which state is on the east coast? California, South Carolina, Minnesota, or Oregon? Number 5. Which state is south of Nebraska? Is it Washington, Oklahoma, Maine, or Wyoming? So you're looking on the map for Nebraska, and I will give you a hint. It's somewhere in the center of the United States. And then number 6, which state is east of Mississippi? So again, I hope that you were paying attention when I talked about south, east, north, south, west, and east in questions 2 and 4, and you maybe labeled your map at the top. So which state is east of Mississippi? Is it Georgia, Louisiana, Arkansas, or Missouri? Okay, on to our second page. So again, we're continuing with map scales, and we have this map here. There is a compass rose on this one showing you which direction to look for north, for south, for west, and for east. We also have a legend that explains what these symbols on the map are for. For example, you have this little symbol here with the line. That would be Trying to find it. Oh, I see it right here. See how it says 12? And it says 12 there. So this would be Interstate Highway 12. Then we have Highway 2. It's labeled right here. So here we have Interstate Highway 2, and it looks like Miss Genevieve highlighted Interstate 12 in green and Interstate 2 in yellow. Then a blank line is just a local road, and if you look here, this is a local road. This full circle means that this place, such as Bumblebee, has a population of 10,000 to 25,000 people. A circle with a dot with a circle around it down here has a population of 50,000 to 75,000 people. And then here we have the airplane symbol that tells you that there's an airport here. Okay, so we're going to use the map and the legend to answer the following questions. Number 1, do you take interstate or the state highway to travel from Bumblebee to Peace Valley? So you need to find Bumblebee and then Peace Valley. So I'm looking for Peace Valley right here. What road are you going to take? Are you taking the interstate or the state highway? You're going to write that on the line in a complete sentence. You would say, I will travel on blank from Bumblebee to Peace Valley. Or to get from Bumblebee to Peace Valley, I travel on. All right, number 2. What is the name of the road that runs from Interstate Highway 12 to Interstate Highway 5? So we need to find Highway 12, which remember Miss Genevieve did in green, to your local road, which is here, Highway 5. Okay? What is the name of the road that runs from here to here? You're going to write that in a complete sentence. Number 3, is Turtle Creek north or south of Peace Valley? So you need to find Turtle Creek, which is here, and Peace Valley. So is Turtle Creek north or south of Peace Valley? And again, they must be complete sentences. So Turtle Creek is blank of Peace Valley. Number 4, what is the name of the interstate highway that connects Bumblebee and Newton? So we're going to find those two up here, and I know Bumblebee's here, and we're going to look for Newton. It's all the way over here. So we have Bumblebee and Newton, and if you look, we have 2 roads that actually connect those two. But it says the interstate highway. So if you go to your legend, the interstate highway is that green line. What is it called? Okay? There's a number there. The interstate highway that connects Bumblebee to Newton is called Interstate. Number 5, what is the population of Newton? So Newton is down here. Remember, that's that symbol here that tells you the population. Find it on the legend and answer that question in a complete sentence. Number 6, in which direction would you travel to get to the old schoolhouse from Newton and then from Bumblebee? So if you're at Newton, how are you going to get to the old schoolhouse? What direction? North, south, east, or west? But you can use the intermediate directions too that we heard about in the maps 1 and 2. Is it northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast? Then you're going to go from Bumblebee to the old schoolhouse. So which direction are you going to travel there? North, east, south, or west. And then you have your intermediate directions, which are northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. So you need 2 answers for number 6. Number 7. Give directions for the quickest route from Bumblebee to the Pine Top National Forest. So from Bumblebee, again, you're starting here, and you need to get to the Pine Top Forest. how are you going to go? You need to give directions to the pine top forest. So you would say the quickest way from Bumblebee to Pine Top Forest is to take, and then what roads or road? Number 8, and make sure you put directions. Are you going north or south or east or west? Number 8, from what local road do you have access to Interstate Highway 12 and Interstate Highway 5? So what local road gives you access to Interstate 5 and the state highway? Is that what that said? Let me double check. Nope. From 12, Interstate 12 and Interstate 5. What local road? Okay. This is 5. And this is 12. What local road? And then number 9, is Family Fun Campground in the forest or in the mountains? And you're just going to say Family Fun Campground is in the, where would you rather camp? Would you rather camp in the forest or the mountains? That's going to be your second question, or your answers. So number 6 and number 9 have 2 answers. Remember, you can pause this video as often as you want and replay it. You can watch it as often as you want, but when you are done with your work, please make sure that you submit it through Kami, which should submit it into your through your Google Classroom, but double check in the Google Classroom.